SunDaze. Oh, I skipped part of the. Dun, 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 dun. I do that sometimes. This is the illest host on the East Coast, eating delicious slice of buttered toast, Styles, and this man is.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
Your boy all nighter.
It gets me every time, man. It gets me every time. I love that shit. And this is episode 69.
No.
The war report. Plus blizzards, plus Clintons testifying, plus why they throwing aliens and UFOs at us again whenever the Epstein shit starts getting hot.
For real, whenever we start getting somewhere with Epstein, they're like, "Hey, about them aliens, aliens, right?"
We have a UFO and we have aliens. We have them.
Right. It's like, let's focus on this.
Show them to me, bud. But that's always been my thing. Like I do.
The Clintons, though, the Clintons were like, "I didn't see."
No, they don't even know him, bud.
I don't know.
Bud, they don't even know who the guy is.
Well, no, they admitted to knowing him, but they said that they'd never seen anything criminal or anything like that was bad. Because Bill was like, "Yeah, I seen the guy, but I know that we never did nothing criminal. We never did anything." This is the same guy who did not have sexual relations with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. So,
but he did.
But he did. You know what I mean?
And didn't Clinton say too that Trump was never involved in any way? Like, didn't they do that?
You see how they're kissing each other's ass right now?
Dude, that weirds me out. That weirds me out. I gotta be honest.
Trump went from fuck that guy, lock him and his wife up for years until
to saying like he's a good guy.
He's always been nice to me. I like him.
Bro, he says he likes fucking Mamdani too, man. I don't know.
Bro, the only reason why Trump said he liked Clinton is because Clinton was about to testify. He's like, I like you, bro. Just remember, I like you.
Don't forget. But the thing that's funny though is if you look it up, it's not hard to find all the photos. Back in the day, the Clintons were tight with Trump. Like Trump was a Democrat back in the day.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why they hate him because he went to the Republican side to run. Like, I think maybe. Do you think? I've never really thought that hard about that. Do you think that it would have been a different situation if he had ran as a Democrat? If he had asked them, "Hey, would you guys mind?" Because he was a Democrat. Do you think then they would have loved him? Or
I think that they would have liked him more, but I think that
I still think they think that he's overstepping because he's really not a politician, and that's what they're most afraid of. Like, not just him, anybody.
Yeah, anybody
to get in there,
not a career politician,
and who's not like with their program. You know what I mean?
I think that's what they're worried about. Anybody who like might fuck up the system, pretty much.
How do you pronounce It's MV2. The
MV2E.
Yeah.
No victory too easy.
Yes, sir. Yo, that dude's videos, like the AI videos that he does,
hilarious.
Are fucking hilarious. Good shit, yeah.
Especially the Jake Paul quits boxing and shit.
Yeah. His face like all fucking is like pus and shit, like squirting out of him and shit.
Hell yeah.
I
think the shit with the Epstein shit, like I've said before, I think they all fucking implicated. I think they all pedophiles. And like you don't go to the Adam and Eve sex store unless you're buying some sex stuff. And they all.
So you think that the government? So basically, saying that you're saying like you believe that our government is just compromised because that would make us fully compromised.
Well, not only our government, so many governments, bro. I've been deep diving on this Epstein shit lately, and bro, like he was definitely ran by the Israeli government.
But the CIA too.
Well, yeah. So he was a spy for both of them. And he also got information from the Feds. So what he would do is anybody who had type of information he needed, he would bring them to the island, buy them off, and then fucking while they're at the island, thinking that they're on this great vacation on an island with a private jet and a party,
get them messed up,
implicate them with some crazy shit to blackmail them.
like young girls. So like that's where a lot of the young girl stuff comes in too. Like,
Right.
um,
So
but it's way more than that, dude. These dudes were like mad scientists, bro. Like doing
yeah.
wild shit. Like
Mhm.
that's the thing I don't understand about like why people like Les Wexner. There's actually a guy, Peter, I forget what his name is. He's in jail right now because of that. He was
Mhm.
like an Epstein type dude. He had an island right near Epstein's. Um, and he's in jail now for it because he was doing all types of
Well,
illegal,
look at
like
Larry Ellison
scientific
was on
shit.
the Epstein files.
By the way, this shit blew my mind too. Everyone can look at this and check this out. Do you know that Epstein's island, that island has been connected to the slave trade for hundreds of years, bro? Like it's not
Mhm.
anything new.
Right.
Like they've been like, and if you think for 1 second that Epstein being gone is the end of it, you're not fucking
Well,
using your
right
fucking
next to
melon.
Epstein's Island on St. James, there's St. Bart's. That's like not
There's
even
somebody
20
else,
miles
but
away.
yeah, but those islands
And
have been
at
used in the
that
slave trade.
St. Bart's Island, that's not even 20 miles away from Epstein Island, every New Year's, they had plane records from a bunch of fucking private jets flying over there. So the elites used to have New Year's Eve parties at St. Bart's every year doing some wild shit. Just happened to
Yeah,
be like 20 miles away from fucking Epstein's Island. So
it's
it's
not a
like,
coincidence,
bro,
man.
you're all crazy and creepy, like all of you.
They're connected, dude.
But
And
like
it's like
Larry
I don't
Ellison, the
understand why
Ellison family,
none of these dudes get brought to justice though. It's just because of the money or
because they
whatever.
have too much power, they run
And
the
to
justice
see the
system.
United Kingdom, but to see the United Kingdom arrest Prince Andrew is kind of makes us look bad too because we
Right.
haven't
We
really done
gotta
shit.
arrest somebody. I mean, we
Hmm.
gotta I think the thing is there's too many powerful people. So like the Ellison family that's in the fucking files, they own Oracle, they own Paramount, they own CBS.
Bro.
They just made a huge Warner Brother.
Wasn't it you who just yeah, you just posted something about this, bro. This is happening not just with them. A lot like only like a few people own like almost
Mhm.
all of our fucking media,
Yeah,
dude.
and the Ellison family just bought 15% stock in TikTok through their
Dude.
Oracle company.
I saw that post of yours by the way on
And then it's
Facebook.
like,
Yeah,
okay,
that shit was like
Oracle is a bunch of like work people use Oracle for like their desk jobs and shit.
yeah.
And Oracle is also a Facebook company with their AI and their meta shit. Now you got TikTok. That algorithm's all fucked up now because these pedophiles are running it. And nothing like a pedophile buying 15% stock in TikTok that's all for the kids and shit. Little TikTok dancers.
That's scary, man. What
It's
about
kind of like the
Roblox?
company with
Bro.
Life Touch, the pitches, the school pitches.
Oh,
They're in
dude,
their files.
that shit creeped me out too. This is like on the same type of topic, but a little bit off topic for what we're talking about. You ever see this shit about Roblox?
Yeah.
It's no bueno, man. And I have kids in my family, like my nephews, who play that shit all the time. But they get like watched and they look into it and shit. But I'm like, dude, that shit wigs me out, man. And you're right. The school pictures, it's basically like they had all the photos so they could like select people. And you know that there's a
It was
big
like a
thing
menu.
on you know where they steal lots of young. I'm sure you heard it before too, where they steal lots of young girls from cruise ships, dude.
Yeah.
That's been going on for a long time. Always in international waters. They just go disappearing.
Well, you hear the new rumor. The new rumor is that fucking Epstein provided Melania to Trump.
I know, but that's been debunked. That's old news. You know that just keeps getting regurgitated, right?
Yeah,
If
well
you look
now,
into it,
well no, if you look into it a little bit more, it's in the files that she did work at Epstein Island as an assistant.
I'll have to look into that more because from what I've
Because
heard, that's just been debunked. But
yeah, because she was in the files as working as an assistant there. And then because they had it on there's some podcasts on the Law and Crime Network on YouTube called Sidebar with Jesse Weber. And he literally breaks down every fucking email, and he's a lawyer. so he knows how to like not accuse anybody of anything without like any proof.
Yeah.
Breaking shit
Yeah.
down. And
Did he
was
break
like,
down any of those emails about the fucking eating the babies and shit?
he did. He did break that down, and how some of the things are redacted. There was one email, your littlest girl was the naughtiest. And
What the fuck?
whoever sent the email to Epstein, the name was redacted. He's like, why would you redact that when the person literally said the littlest girl was the naughtiest?
By the way, did you see also I think it was Anna Paul Luna. She's a congresswoman. I think that's who it was. They haven't taken down any other dudes, right? And she busts out with, she was like, even if any of these girls, you know, were in the beginning, like, you know, brought in when they were underage and stuff, these women became part of the program. And as adults, they were part of the team and they helped traffic young girls. And she shouted out like 5 people's names, which I'm like, if they were, you know, like that, whatever, that's fine. But why are we not hearing dudes' names? Like that, it bothers me, man.
I don't
can't
think
lie.
I don't think Epstein used dudes to groom. I think that was Jelane's job, because for the girls to feel comfortable at the island, he used a woman.
Women, yeah.
So he was like, "Hey, Jelane, go handle that. Make her feel comfortable. Bring her to the island." So Jelane act like a mom to these girls. And play like motherfucking goose.
I mean, she was like a fucking Heidi Fleiss type, like that.
Right, and then next thing you know, bring them back, and don't worry, we're gonna make you have an amazing life. You want to live on a private island,
And they said, by the way, that she's very disturbed, man.
Yeah, I think she was like leading this just as much as Epstein.
Because there are women like that. Like it's rarer. It's rarer for women to do it, but I watch a lot of like cold case and shit like that. Yeah, dude. Sometimes they do, and they actually help the guy. They help the guys hunt. Like it's fucked up. You would think as a woman, like you know what I mean, but obviously there's something's not fucking. Yeah, but why are we so interested in that type of shit? I always wanted that, especially women. Women love that shit.
I think that a lot more is gonna come out because New Mexico just put a warrant out to search his property on the ranch in New Mexico.
Is that the Zorro ranch?
Yeah, the Zorro ranch.
By the way, I'm glad you brought that up, because do you know that that's one of the only properties that really didn't get searched? They didn't even, like, there could be all kinds of wild ass shit at all. Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
They didn't go in there at all. They only
and they said that that's where most of like the laboratories and shit were, bro. Like what? This is what I don't get. Like, why have like it's probably on purpose that all this stuff has not been investigated the proper way.
Look at like I say all the time, the Democrat
I don't care if it brings the whole they keep saying it's going to bring the whole
on the same body, right? Listen, Democrat Republicans, 2 arms on the same body. Why do you think Clinton and Trump are cool right now? They have to be to save the body.
It's in their best interest. Yeah,
you gotta save the
body as a whole.
Yeah.
And like you know how they keep saying like, oh, if we take down a lot of these powerful people, like it's gonna destroy our whole system and it's gonna tank the stock market and shit. Bro, I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
I don't care either. Destroy the fucking system. But what I'm saying is the reason why they don't, it makes sense. Because they're not going to sacrifice themselves.
I know.
Because they know that they're going to get taken down too. So that's why Clinton's kissing Trump's ass, Trump's kissing Clinton's ass, and fucking a year ago they hated each other, wanted to put each other in jail. Now they're fucking, hey, I like the guy.
Do you think that the people of this country will ever get pissed off enough to like be like to basically demand that?
I think the people of this country will get pissed enough to demand. But then nothing will happen by the government, and then people will take it into their own hands. I think some of these people who are on the list that are big billionaires, they better get real good security. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, dude. Especially, bro, I think we brought this up last time too, but I hate that. But especially all these billionaire juices who were fucking calling white Christians goyim, which is basically like calling them the N-word, like, but worse. Like... And they really believe in Jews superiority. Like I didn't really know that was a thing before. I don't know.
I think America is ran by Israel.
Yeah, because dude, look at how many. Have you seen any of those videos where the dude like has a whole big ass list of like elected and unelected officials in America, like the most important people,
Mm-hmm.
and shows that they all have fucking dual citizenship and they are juices.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a coincidence, man. And I'm not trying, because as soon as you say anything like that, you're not supposed to say that type of stuff because you're antiseptic. You know what I mean? Like, it's like just like the way we have to say all these silly little code words. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, um, I also heard recently, which was kind of wild to me, and I looked into it a little bit. It seems like they say that Israel is one of the gayest countries on the planet, and I was looking into it, and there's a lot of validity to it. Like I never realized that they really pushed that. Like it even goes back to like World War II stuff, which we probably unless we don't want to get canceled, we probably shouldn't get into that whole fucking.
Yeah,
But
but
like there was
I
something to
think
it
that Netanyahu and Israel run America. I think
because they've
that
got so many people compromised too, and they've
yeah.
got so many foxes in the henhouse. Like
Well, look at I believe Epstein was a spy for them. I mean, he used to walk around wearing IDF fucking sweatshirts and shit.
I saw that dude.
Like,
So
bro,
basically, he's
how
like
did you even get that sweatshirt? Who gave that to you?
So basically, he was like a double agent, like
Yeah.
and
But
then,
for multiple
and,
people and himself. I think it was
yeah.
like for the Prince Andrew shit.
They call me
press charges on
Fixer.
Prince Andrew because they're saying that Prince Andrew used to provide information to Epstein on his travel and meetings. Hey, I'm about to fly out over here and have a meeting with this one about that or whatever. And
yeah, he's
like,
probably going to be in a lot of trouble for that shit.
Yeah, so he's facing life. Actually, he's facing life.
Because he's giving up state secrets, right? Yeah,
right.
That's what it was.
And so Epstein used that in the stock markets to make money. You know what I mean? If you know that the deal's going to happen before it happens, invest. And
that's
now,
another
bang,
thing, dude. All these motherfuckers in Washington on both sides of the aisle, like put a stop to all the fucking inside trading, dude. It's fucking disgusting. Like they don't make laws and shit and rules and regulations to benefit us people of the United States who are the ones that fucking work hard to keep this place fucking going. They do it all to enrich them. It's all pay to play type shit. Like I always knew the government was like a little corrupt, but I never imagined, I don't think, that it was this corrupt. They say about $1 trillion a year in fraud gets paid out in taxpayer fucking dollars. Which we shouldn't even be surprised that they say the national debt is 37 trillion, but in reality it's actually more than that, right? Like they lie about everything.
Yeah, I think that like with all the lies in the country, it's just ridiculous.
It's all an illusion, Aaron.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's them trying to divide and conquer, and that's how they control and govern us. Because if they got us running around like chickens with our heads cut off, we can't pay attention to what they're really doing. We too busy.
Like, do you think we'll ever smarten up? Because I talk to people about this all the time, and even like. I'm conservative, and like I'll talk to liberals about it, and sometimes they'll be kind of like cool with the idea, but a lot of people are like, nah, you guys already had your chance. Like it's fucking, you know what I mean? Like, but it's not just them; it's both sides. Nobody wants to give an inch. Like we can meet somewhere in the middle. You know what I mean? Like
it's just they don't want us
for the love of the country. Like I don't.
They don't want us to meet in the middle though. That's why they always do fucking ridiculous things to make us argue with each other.
Dude, it's fucking wild.
Like, look at the bullshit distraction a few weeks ago when Trump retweeted the Obamas over monkeys.
Yeah, which was ridiculous. And
what was that for? And then at the fucking,
it was actually from a video. It was actually from a video. If it had been the whole video, there would have been context to it, because like even Joe Biden is a fucking monkey and shit. Like the whole video is actually kind of funny, but for it to just be a still shot of that dude, fucking no bueno, man.
And then it was like, okay, that's obviously President Trump post this, the whole country and world's going to talk about it.
And then they tried to claim that
anything else.
And then they tried to claim that it was somebody. It wasn't him. It was one of his people.
Yeah,
but I think Trump ended up saying like he did actually post the video. He didn't watch it till the end, bro. You gotta watch it till the end.
All right, then during the State of the Union, let's add more circus antics and have the fucking Al Green guy with the sign, "Black people ain't apes." It's like, all right, bro, we know that. and we know that this is all just a fucking.
You know that
distraction.
guy's batshit crazy, right?
Well, yeah, but they all are. All of these fucking weirdos.
I know.
Crazy.
No, I know. Yeah.
Look at the State of the Unions with sleepy, creepy Uncle Joe Biden. You
I
had
know.
Marjorie Taylor Greene yelling
Screaming.
out. A bunch of other people yelling out.
Yes, Marjorie Taylor Greene was always wild, dude. She was always
Right. So
wild.
it's not like people are just starting to wild.
Oh yeah,
out.
no, I'm not saying. But dude, you know who were the worst, dude? Friggin' Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib, dude. They're gross, man. Like, and I'm sorry, man. Ilhan Omar, she's guilty than a bucket full of sin, man. And so is a majority of them.
Yeah,
Her, Tim, but on both sides, dude. Like, it is true, man. They're all just filling their
I think
fucking
is playing
pockets
a
up,
crazy
bro.
game right now. Fetterman.
Dude, you know what cracks me up, man? Isn't it, how ironic is it that, like, the guy who appears to be the most reasonable Democrat has fucking brain fucking trauma?
Mm-hmm. I think it's crazy that, like, I think he's playing.
What's his game, anyways?
His game is to be as neutral as possible so he can stay in office longer. And then you stay in office longer, that's more insider trading. That's more, you get your claws in. You know what I mean? And then he's
playing both sides.
Right. So he was like,
bro, I wonder if he's got even, like, more ambition than we think. You know what I mean? Like,
possible. You know what I mean?
But
he was one of the only people that stood and clapped, and he had a suit on.
The guy is a likable. I gotta be honest, man. Like when he was campaigning, I thought it was a farce. I thought it was ridiculous. But since he's been in there, and I've heard this guy talking stuff, like I like the guy. I think I think most people have to agree, except for like very left Democrats. Like, he is a likable guy. Mm-hmm. Like, they hate him, actually.
I think he's playing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's way smarter than people think.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of playing a game,
yeah,
this guy, he's teased that he's going to try to run for president in 2028, and he analyzes sports. Have you seen
Stephen A. Smith? Yes, bro. People, this started a long time ago. Especially Sean Hannity, because him and Sean Hannity are friends, you know that? And like, he said, like, oh, you, because, and the thing is, I think the same thing. Some people don't agree with me, but I think Stephen A. Smith is another guy who's a very likable, like, middle ground guy, you know what I mean? Like,
he's very middle, and like, hearing him talk about some of the topics, because he did an interview recently, and they were like asking him about running. And he was like, I've been giving it serious thought, and they were asking him about, like, his views on shit.
Yeah.
And it's literally, like, down the middle. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, he's going to win over a lot of people if he does decide. And then you got to think about it. He is a famous face and name. People know who he is. There's millions of people that watch Stephen A. Smith every day.
Yes, he's very recognized face. Like, and don't you think that somebody like that would be good for this country for a change? Like,
yes and no, because
this is the most polarized we've ever been. Like,
well, yeah, I say yes because of how middle he is and how, like, all right, we can get more unity, but no because he's an employee of Disney.
Oh yeah, I was forgetting about that.
So like, I know that if he runs, Disney is gonna campaign for him.
And bro, Disney has just got way too many funky shit going on.
Like,
man.
wait till all
people try to deny it, but
are like heads of the table at Disney start donating to his campaign, and now he's got so much money in his campaign funds.
And that's like the Nickelodeon shit, bro. We are gonna need new conspiracy theories because almost all of the old conspiracy theories are all true, bro.
They're all real already.
Nickelodeon, Pizzagate, Disney. Dude, you know the back room shit. Like, not like the wildest shit, but you know there really is back rooms at Disney. Because they have, like, underground tunnels and shit where they do fucking weird shit. Yeah. They had, like, a horror movie that was shot. I never watched the whole thing, but you know what I'm talking about? It's mad creepy.
Yeah, I've heard about the tunnels down there, too. It's just, they got a whole maze underneath Disney. But I think that it's also weird that the Florida government allows Disney to control and govern their own park.
Yeah, it's basically they're like a little country. And
Yeah.
that's how they if they had to pay taxes on everything that they do, they probably wouldn't be it would be outrageous. That's how they get around that shit. They have
Well,
like a
that's
tax
like all these
exemption.
huge companies. If all these huge companies paid the taxes that they should, the percentage, they wouldn't be as big, and there'd be
They
more
wouldn't be
money
billion.
going to the common folk like us. But
And that's
the
a
richer you
problem,
get,
dude. Cuz why do they
that's
deserve
the
that?
game. That's the game. The richer you get, the more loopholes you get with your taxes, and the less taxes you pay. So it's like, all right, low and middle class are
Which is
paying.
just a game. It's just the uber wealthy making like laws and shit that fucking help them fucking like
Right.
get rich.
Right, but they're looking at it
The
like
rich
a
get
game. They're
richer.
like, all right, if you can't win the game, you stay low middle class. But if you're like middle high class, all right, you kind of figured it out. You figured, all right, let me invest in this, get my credit up, get investments, stocks, purchase this, pay attention to the market, all of that. Now you grow, you keep diversifying your portfolio, you get more money, and now each bracket you go up, yeah, you pay more taxes until you hit that like high income bracket, and now
And
everything
then
starts
it's
dropping again. And it's like,
yeah.
okay, I passed the
Swiftly.
peak, and now I
Swiftly,
passed the hard
bro.
part, and now I get less taxes.
They do say that that this AI revolution, this AI boom that we're living in is going to create way more millionaires and billionaires. I'm sure
Yeah,
you heard that.
I think that's going to happen because they're going to have to redistribute the wealth, these companies. Speaking of
I
AI, you
mean,
hear about Anthropic and the Pentagon?
no, but you can tell me about it. Also, Palantir, like I mean, there's a lot of funky shit with Palantir. But anyways,
All
go
of
on
these
about
places. So
yeah.
Anthropic ran by Claude AI. They were contracted with the US government and the Pentagon for the military, but I guess they asked the Anthropic CEO a hypothetical about a nuclear attack and said if the US was getting a nuclear missile attacked at us, how would Anthropic respond? And the CEO was like, well, we would have to discuss that. And I guess the U.S. government felt that it wasn't being like represented, I guess, or bad choice. And they were like, nah, fuck Anthropic, you're out. And they literally overnight made a deal with OpenAI to be like the new AI instead of Claude. And I was like, I never even really heard of Anthropic and Claude as an AI. I've heard of OpenAI, that's the chat GPT shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, with the fucking we talking hypotheticals with nukes with the AI, and
Yeah.
now we beefing with Iran.
Which brings us back to war, which brings back to Fitz is screaming and yelling in here about us to talk about the war, and he's got information on the war. Fifth, can you pop in on the show quick? Is that a possibility? Let's see if he pops up or not. What's this one say?
All the local allies getting hit by Iran.
Oh,
Yeah.
Again, a second round. I know. I really should have the news on right now. But like, dude, in the end,
I think with the war, I think with Iran, I feel like we're gonna go over there. We're just gonna bomb the shit out of them, and I think what started it, well, not started it because we know it's been around for like fucking 70 some years. But what caused this action and pushed this final straw was the leader saying that he had videos of Trump implicating him with minors and that he would release him if Trump attacked. So Trump was like, all right, I'm gonna kill you.
Allegedly.
All right, yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Done. Unalive him. And then yeah, now we're here. But I think that
you know that the Supreme Leader for sure. Not to just try to flip it on him, but that dude was probably doing creepy shit with children over there because know in the Middle East there's a huge culture of that, right?
Right.
Even though we are still the worst.
Used to be like a super strong ally with Iran. They were like
one
of our strongest allies before.
Yes,
before all
dude.
Of this shit.
They used to be like a Western country before those people took over. Like nobody wants those people. It's just this complex part about it is who's gonna take over? Like, and is it gonna be the right person? Like, because it could appear that we getting somebody who all this good, and it could just go south. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Any regime change is dangerous. And the other thing that we really do have to worry about that I was mentioning is if Iran is ever able to block off the Strait of Hormuz again, which they've done before, here comes fifth. That would F us in our that would make gas go sky high, which would make everything we get go sky high. He's coming. Here he goes.
Like, what really set this off?
This man is.
Hold on, let me angle this. Right. I ain't got no paraphernalia. Hold on.
Oh shit. And this man is.
Yo, it's your boy Fifth in the fucking building. Special guest cameo appearance.
Yes, sir.
I'm double bubbling it right now, bro. I'm getting double. I'm on the clock.
Updates for the war report?
And I'm on the clock. All right, so I don't have no headphones. It might be an echo. I can't control none of that because
it sounds
I'm on my
good.
phone.
It sounds clear.
All right, word.
Good,
so the shit going on with Iran right now, bro. I got into a beef with Jerron about this earlier too. A little bit on Jerron's post, though. So, but to get back, you're not seeing on the media right now. We're not seeing the Iran response. We're only seeing what Israel and U.S. are doing. Now, don't get me wrong. I am pro-U.S. I'm not pro-Israel, but because they're aligned, I have to be by default be part of that team. Whether I like the two or the one, it doesn't matter. I'm pro-U.S. 100%. Exactly. So we killed Ayatollah Khomeini. He's done. A lot of his top generals are done for.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Depending on who you talk to, I think it's a good thing. But a lot of people online are like, "Yo, it's fucked up. We're taking out dictators and shit, and we're taking out." Yo, do you realize like that for these people? Before I get into the war thing, let's go down this route. What you're talking about,
bro? Then they were never gonna stop, and they were gonna make the nukes.
I have women of all people being like, how dare us go in and take out Iran? It's like, yo, you realize that like women are highly suppressed over in Iran. Y'all gotta wear garbs, can't show your face, you have no rights, you can't go to school, you can't drive. We're taking that out.
These liberal women don't get that,
bro. They over here stupid. Why. But yo, to go back to here. So here's what I have right now. We've had 4 missiles shot at the Lincoln. Now the Lincoln aircraft carrier is in Iran, is in the Straits of Hormuz. What was the other one? I can't think of the fucking name. The Lincoln's down there. What the fuck? The other aircraft carrier.
The Gerald Ford. The
Ford is west of Israel, which is in the Mediterranean Sea, so they're not really getting shot at. 4 missiles got shot. To my understanding, we took all 4 of them down. Now, the ballistic missile program in Iran has gotten significantly upgraded since the 12-day war back 6 months ago. They went to China right afterwards and got some of their radar technology, some of their missiles and the anti-air missiles, bro. So Iran has significantly upgraded their defenses.
You're chunking a little bit. All right, now you came back. No, you're good.
Right, so
chunking a little
bit. They're shooting these missiles into Israel. Tel Aviv is getting pummeled right now. Tel Aviv, and you're not seeing this. You're not seeing this from the Israeli news at all, which this is the indication for me that what's going on in Israel must be somewhat significant, because normally these people are on 24/7 and you ain't seeing nothing coming out their end right now. So that means they're getting hit. Now, to go to the Golden Dome or the Silver Dome, whatever that shit was called, nothing's 100% in life. So when they're like, yo, missiles are getting through and hitting, I'm playing both sides of the card here. When they're saying missiles are getting through, that's to be expected. You can't shoot down 100% of these missiles, especially the upgraded hypersonic missiles that they're getting from fucking China.
Right. So, unless you update your dome.
Yeah, and they can't because it comes down to finances. Iran right now is producing 400 of these. They do everything manufacturing in-house. So everything's way fucking cheaper. They're producing 400 of these missiles a month. And if you look at the U.S., Hexath put in a thing for like 400 for the year. Ours cost significantly more. So if you're going to go to war of attrition, it's going to cost Israel and the U.S. billions of dollars to shoot down these missiles that are being shot by Iran that produce them at a fraction of the cost.
Right.
They can't keep up. They can't keep up financially with it. 2, they struck 2. As I've heard of now, and this is me driving up here, was they struck a shot at 2 cargo container ships. Now, what this is going to do for the world economy is this is going to fucking kill the world economy, because a whole shitload of our trade goes through the Straits of Hormuz. no captain is going to risk going through the straits when you can't get insurance. And if you do get insurance, it's going to be so sky high. All the goods on that cargo ship are going to like double and triple in cost.
Yeah, so all the prices on everything is going up.
The stock market, on the futures market, if you look at it, we decimated the Iran dollar. Like, we fucking killed that dollar. This is their way of hitting us back. So them hitting the Straits of Hormuz, when the stock market opens tomorrow, expect for it to take a nasty dip tomorrow. Yeah. Now, on the bright side, if you guys got money, tomorrow's the day to buy in the dip, because it's not going to last forever. That dip will come out.
Mm-hmm. Now, I knew that this had been like going on with us in Iran for like forever. So I did some research this morning to see, like, because I'm like, I remember we was cool. I'm like, and then we fell out. Like, fuck we fall out for? So I guess we fell out in 1953 with the coup. It said in 1951, Iran elected a prime minister named Mohammad Mossadegh. He made huge decisions. He nationalized Iran's oil industry, which had been controlled by British companies. Britain and the U.S. feared losing oil control, and Iran possibly moving closer to the Soviet Union during the Civil War. So the CIA and M16 organized a coup known as the 1953 Iranian coup d'etat, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, coup d'etat.
Shah was put back in power. And that's when Iran got mad at us because we put the Shah in power. And
that was our guy. He was our guy that was supposed to fall, supposed to get in line with us.
He was our Zelensky.
Yes, because yes, yep.
You know what I mean? So we put a Zelensky in over there, and they were like, nah, bro, we don't like this motherfucker. Fuck him. We don't like this shit. There's too much change. Where's our freedoms? And now they fighting us. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if we take this back, it kind of feels like more imperialism shit from America, like empire building. Like we was trying to empire build in the 50s. With Iran, we had them as an ally, and then we're like, "Hey, what if we put our guy in power, and we run it?" And then
you guys hear me good?
But look at Ukraine. We fucking put our guy in power. Do you think in the future?
I agree with you. I agree with you. But what's the alternative? What's the alternative to that? Is if we don't do it as the U.S.
Somebody else
do we want to acquiesce that power to say? And let's be honest, who's the other two that could actually do it? China and Russia. So is that we're going to acquiesce this power for them to do it, or do you want us to do it? You know what I mean?
Us doing it, but I don't think the people realize that it's like a race between either us, Russia, or China. So it has to be done, and it has to be done now because they're doing it. But I think that like they don't even like really break it down to the people what we're doing. They're like, hey, we're expanding our views and beliefs. Basically every little place that we got an embassy on, we have plans for that place. You know what I mean? We're going to try to figure something out to put one of our guys to run that shit.
Imperialism? Are we bringing back imperialism?
Bro, it never went away. You say bring it back. Yeah. In reality, it never went away. That's always been the goal. It's
they just tried to change the name of it with like nation building and shit like that. Like that.
Bro, it has to be. The thing about it, bro, it's a dog eat dog world, bro. There is no like this mindset that we have over here in America of like everyone can live in peace together and bro, that's fucking false, reality. Bro. That's not real. That's not real because if we adopt that mindset,
we're doing, someone else is gonna fucking do it.
Of course,
and then we're gonna be fucked.
Right.
Of course, and then you're gonna be like, oh, why am I speaking half Chinese and half Russian now? 50 years from now, because it's like, bro, stop with that shit. Like it's not plausible.
We need more
it's not plausible
thinking,
in this world.
Yeah, we're gonna expand, and this takes us to the whole. Okay, we're over in Iran right now. Iran is gonna be a long, crazy, hard fight. Even though we're pummeling them right now, like you said, they building all this shit in house. They got a way bigger budget. You know what I mean? They get more products built faster.
Like they're way bigger. They're way bigger than Iraq.
Strategically, Strategically, you can't bring a war to their homeland. Look at it geographically. It's mountainous like a motherfucker.
Right.
There's no way you can put boots on the ground there. It has to be a war, missiles, and aerial assault. That's why.
Right,
Israel's
because it
only
would
2
turn
countries
into
away.
Vietnam.
Right.
If we put boots on the ground, it would turn into
We
Vietnam.
got all these drones now. So having all this drone technology now, I feel we're gonna surround them with like drone missiles.
I feel like that's the new main warfare now. Is like drones and shit. Fucking
yeah. So
like,
we might
like
just
lobbing bombs
and wipe it off and start fresh. Like that'd be the smartest.
Now,
in my opinion.
Ask yourself this question: why is Iran bombing and shooting missiles? So they knocked out. They hit the Saudi Arabian airport. They're shooting into the the ARE. Who else they hit? They hit fucking Bahrain. They hitting like 6 or 7.
All those countries are pissed, dude. I was watching the fucking.
No, but they're fighting. To me, that shows like you're desperate. Because now what you're trying to do is you're trying to hit, instead of fighting me direct, you're trying to go fight my little cousin that's 10 years younger and smaller to get him mad at me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's desperate. That sounds desperate to me. Like,
yeah, but bro, it is desperate, man. This is the last breaths of this regime, and like, yes, any operation like this is risky. It's very complex. But at the end of the day, these people have been acting this way for over 40 years. They've been saying death to America. We're going to make fucking nukes.
Almost 100 years, bro.
Like,
you brought up the numbers. 1950.
1953.
Yeah.
1953, that's when the CIA coup was. Because I guess
almost 70-something years, bro.
We were allies.
But like, they were never going to stop. Like, this is the only thing they understand. Do you agree?
Well, yeah, everybody who's alive over there grew up with this, except for people who are older than.
I'm saying, like, the people in charge, they only understand fucking violence. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, they were never gonna stop their shit.
Well, look at the scenario. I gotta agree with them hating us. If you put yourself in their shoes, right, and we're allies, it's kind of like us in Canada. Allies until like we having our arguments right now, but that'd be like us being allies with Canada, and then Canada coming over, putting one of their people in power, turning us into Canada, and saying that's how we go. Nah, we would say death to them. We would fucking hate
But
them.
I mean, to be fair, most of the people
their
there,
population hates us, but now we got to figure out this problem and handle it.
What do you mean? It's not their whole. It's not their whole population, bud.
Hates us. Sorry.
It's not their whole population because a lot of people, most of the people in the streets, fucking cheering, saying "Thank you, Trump." Well,
yeah, but listen, you got.
What are you talking about?
That's a lot of the people. I feel like that's propaganda.
Bro, you don't know how evil that fucking regime was. They killed fucking thousands of people. Not to mention thousands of our people.
Right, but just imagine an allied country taking us over like we did to Iran.
We're not an allied country to Iran, though, and we haven't been for the longest time.
I know. So I'm going
back
to
the 50s. But in the 50s,
Until
if you go
they
back
turned
even
into
9/11.
pieces of shit.
If you go back to 9/11, Iran was on that 7-country page, bro. They were the last name. This goes back 25 years. They've been a target of ours.
75 years.
No, but I'm saying the actual target, actually painting a target for U.S. to take over. And I know we've had beef, but it got to the point where when those countries came out and General what's-his-face, Flynn, came out and put out all those countries like, listen, I just got a document that said we're taking over ABs. Iran was the last one on that list. And here we are now in 2026 going after them after we've conquered everybody on that list. And cause destabilization within those time frames and in those areas.
So it's just all about the oil and.
It's not about the Styles. I think it's more than the oil, bro. It's about honestly, it's about influence.
Oil and religion. You got to think.
It's about influence, bro.
Live that way.
It's about the influence. If you influence the world, bro, you are the winner. It's about being number one. It's about being the number one country in the planet, bro. And nobody.
So we're Rome.
If you want to call it that, but I mean that's I don't think that's a real good analogy. But yeah, I mean I get what you're saying. Buy it.
Rome took over the known world, dude.
Empire building. And
that's what Rome was, an empire.
China's doing it by sending the Chinese to the islands and all this other shit. fucking in the Caribbean, the second most spoke language is Mandarin.
Bro, I love
You're
when
in
I see
Africa right
Asian
now.
people. You ever see videos and it's like Asian people in like Jamaica and they have like a Jamaican accent, or like
Yeah.
I seen a Chinese dude in Australia, because like they go bro,
But they're
everyone's
Asian
doing
and
it. This is what
Jamaican and
Joey
know
was saying.
both. They can
Everyone's
speak
doing it.
Jamaican and Chinese, and it's like, okay, what the fuck? But so,
But
like,
yo,
I
did we
get
expect
why
anything
America's
different?
doing it,
The
but we
world
need
is
a
playing
good
one
strategy.
Yo, but did we expect
gigantic
anything different? Isn't
game
China like
of
1/3 of
risk.
the world's population? Of course,
Yeah.
by number default, we.
Well, that's why I think we're doing what we're doing right now, is because their population is so huge, and we let their population get so huge by focusing on us and not paying attention to the world and like diminishing what they were doing.
Yeah,
And
we messed up doing that.
And by not paying attention to China, they got big and fucking populated. And now we're like, oh shit, we gotta act now. We gotta go execute these plans now. We gotta go to Iran. We gotta do this. We gotta go to Venezuela. We gotta do this. Hey, fuck it. We need to make a deal with Greenland. We gotta stop moving these pieces because holy shit, we didn't realize China was building so fast and having that many babies until they started fucking creeping out like cockroaches, and then you realize we had an infestation. And not saying
that's falling. That's also gonna disappear real soon. The Chinese population is gonna is if you look at pull it up right now. Pull up with the pull up China's population from what it's supposed to do in the year 2030 to 2040, in that decade. It's gonna drastically fall because they went to the one-child policy in the 60s and 70s. So they fucking this is why I think China's making a move now, because they're like, if we don't make a move right now, we're not going to be able to for the next 50 or 60 years.
That's why you're right. It's all a gameplay. It's all been written.
I put give me China's population broken down by age groups, and I've never seen this before.
They got way too many old people.
ChatGPT, it's not popping up. It says error in message stream.
What?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
By the way, Gemini,
try Google Gemini.
I'm about to do that right now. Like,
this is gonna be a short episode today because I got a bunch of crap I gotta do. So I'm only gonna feel like.
Yeah, I saw your wife walking by you, giving you that eye, dude. She looked at you like, boy.
No, but it's. Do you know how much snow this is supposed to be, by the way?
No more, dusting to an inch. All I'm doing, bro, I'm not even plowing. I'm salt and sanding. That's it. But I got 5 properties to do.
You see,
like
Tuesday,
you said, as of
like possibly 6 to 10 inches.
China's population of approximately 1.42 billion is characterized by rapid aging, with roughly 61% of people aged 16 to 59 working age, 16 to 17 aged 0 to 15 youth.
So they're gonna age out.
Yes.
Within a decade.
The median age is.
But we're right behind them, though. If we don't change,
no, we're not.
In this country,
not yet. We're headed that way, but not yet.
I know, but that's what I mean. We're heading that direction. We're not doing what we need to do.
The next one behind China is South Korea. South Korea has less than 1. They have 0.9 people for replenishment rate. 2.1 is the number that's calculated to replenish and keep your whatever country you have at its current population. Anything more, it will create more.
And
anything
have
less.
You seen
all right,
that
so
South
I broke
Korea,
down a comparison.
South Korea's went communist.
Listen, I broke down a comparison of Chinese population versus American. Total population for China, 1.41. United States, 347. The median age for China is 40.6 years old. The median age for America is 38.7. Youth, there's 15% youth in China, 17% youth in America. Working age, they have 68.9. We have 64.5. Elderly, 65 plus, they have 14.9. We have 17.9. So we actually have an older population than China.
But
no, it's not the age. It's the incoming generation, because remember, the incoming generation needs to pay. So this is what happens when you do a one-child policy. It's like, how do I put this? So it's like being top heavy. Being top heavy, I mean like the upper ages have a bigger population than the incoming age, because the incoming age has to work to support the outgoing age, because those guys don't work.
Right, we have a younger incoming age. Like the median age is younger by like a year and a half, so we're good on that. And then the youth, we're ahead by 2%. So our next working age that's coming into the workforce will have 2% more than them working.
Yeah,
but we got to get
which
that
is like
2% more higher than 2% above them.
Joey,
Yep.
what's your biggest concern with the situation with Iran? Like, what are you worried that it's gonna go in what direction? Like,
It's gonna further destabilize the region. What I don't want to say I see it coming, but it's the same thing in Iraq. Iraq was a failed war. We were supposed to take out Saddam over fake reasons because he went at Bush's daddy, and then Bush Jr. got mad and went at him, and all it did was create a power vacuum. So I feel like the same thing's gonna happen in Iran. You're not going to eradicate the ideology of hating us Westerners. It's not going to happen. All you're doing is now creating a void for these people now to try to go and suck in the power of Iran. And Iran is a lot further along technology-wise than all these other countries. So now you're basically handing these guys better weaponry. And this is my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong.
Like, they pump out drones mad fast, man.
And
they like
you bringing up that we're not going to change the ideology. The people who hate America, they're going to hate us more if we bomb them more. You know what I mean? So it's not like we're doing anything that's going to make them like us.
The only thing we're doing is
we're
doing Israel's bidding.
To like Iraq,
we're doing Israel's bidding, and it makes sense when you look at it. Trump was only reelected in 24 because of Adelson. Adelson's is one of them boys. He was the biggest donor. He had the biggest influence to get him in. He had the most sway to get electoral college votes.
On and kiss the wall.
You know what I mean, bro? So he was the biggest reason why Trump got in. And let's be honest, if somebody got you in the position of presidency, you're not gonna back out on him. You're gonna hook him. So I get it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying I'm not using this from a moral point of view. I'm saying from a straight down the middle, like, listen, if so and so got me in the position I'm in, I'm not gonna step out on him. You got me here, bro. I'm gonna do what you be a team. This is what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do whether it's right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like Israel has dragged us into this?
Absolutely, 100%, bro. Like this is Israel trying to stabilize itself, because Israel. This was a bad. I want you to think about locationally. We put Israel on top of Palestine, literally, and then surrounded it with nothing but enemies that don't like fucking Israel, bro. What did you think was gonna, bro? It's like taking a blood and dropping them into a Crip neighborhood that's 360 surrounded by Crip streets, bro. What do you think was going to happen?
I think that was always
Kumbaya. We were gonna go and roast marshmallows and shit. The fuck, bro? Like, come on, let's be serious, dude. Like, what are we talking about? Like, no, we did this for a reason because we want to destabilize that shit.
It's basically like
destabilization.
It's the great game. That's that's really what it is.
Styles, to go what you were saying earlier, to go to oil. It also goes to oil. Oil is, most people just think of oil and gasoline. You gas up your car because oil's made from it. What most people don't fail to realize, and Aaron, you can look this up too if you want to look, I believe 80 to 90% of everything fucking made has oil in it some way. Whether it's the way that it's shipped, whether the way that it's manufactured, it's made.
Also nowadays,
like
mad
like oil.
rare earth, like minerals and magnets and shit, like all that shit.
Yeah,
too.
bro. So there's many reasons to natural resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
which is why Europe wants to try to take over Russia. You know that shit
right now, because we've put ourselves in debt. So now we gotta like play catch up by collecting natural resources and funds from.
It's like one gigantic game of Risk. You guys ever play Risk when you?
Oh yeah, bro. It's like we allowed China. We allowed China. We allowed China to go across the world and set up business deals for the most strategic minerals and resources in the world, and we sat back and allowed it to happen. And when the fucking light bulb went off, we're like, "Holy shit, man! They've already procured a huge percentage. If we don't get out there and start doing this right now ourselves, we're fucked."
Yeah, that's because they had signed on. China had signed on to the whole
World Trade Organization in the 90s through Bill Clinton.
But But then they weren't supposed to continue to build the military. That was the only thing, and they turned on them and started doing whatever they wanted to do.
Which is the exact reason why it's a dog-eat-dog world, bro.
All the rare earth.
Well, they started doing whatever they wanted to after we sent our factories there. After we,
but I mean, nobody can deny that China.
That was the worst, Aaron. That was the worst thing we did.
That does fucked up.
Aaron's
shit.
right, bro. Aaron's right. Yo, that's the worst thing we did was ship out manufacturing in this country to like China and these other countries. Now we're totally reliant on them. And we thought by giving them a zero tariff, like it's free trade with the US, that was gonna offset everything. And these people looked at it like it was two gifts. Not only are you giving me jobs in manufacturing, but then I can sell my product in your country, and you're not gonna tariff it to reach the level so that the U.S. people can pay the same for a China T-shirt as much as the same as it costs for a U.S. made T-shirt.
Yeah, bro.
That's what a tariff does.
Letting other countries make our antibiotics and like our PPE and shit is
terrible.
Mental.
Stupid idea, bro. Stupid ass idea. But that goes back to human greed.
And look in your house at how many things say made in China. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they keep saying that. Oh, they keep saying Americans nowadays. Everyone's too lazy. Nobody wants to do the hard work. But like, we need to change that shit.
Yes, but this is the problem.
But also AI can change the game. That's what you're gonna say, right?
Well, no, I don't think that people will, and I think that's why we've raised AI and robotic shit.
Why are you laughing, Joey?
Because like people don't
because it's funny. I know why you said that because Aaron's an AI guy. Aaron AI all nighter. We know.
I know it, bro.
That's why I know. That's why you said. That's why I laughed because I was like, you fucking throwing little subliminal shots.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it.
But it really could change the game.
No, but I think it's true. Look at in the AI arms race right now. Like I said earlier, with the Pentagon and Anthropic, and then switching to OpenAI. Like our military's already using this shit. So, like, we've already said how much it's going to disrupt.
Palantir is doing a bunch of funky ass shit too. Let me say that again.
Well, all the companies are, but Trump took off all the guardrails so we can make sure we get there faster than China and Russia.
I know, which is kind of worrisome. Like, no state can do anything to go against the progress of AI for the next like 20 years.
That tells you something. That tells
you. And they're building all these mini nuclear power plants. Because they say that the AI needs like unlimited power.
Right. But the thing
when I talk to some people about this, they look at me like I'm just making this up. Like it's like I
talk about this
Fantasyland or something.
They think I'm like fucking mental.
Oh, we just lost.
Okay, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, because this does sound like some space age sci-fi movie. I'm like, but the more you look into it and see
it's
that
really
it's
true.
Actually like legislation and law, they actually have like the government talking about this and what they're doing with it, and all I'm doing is paying attention.
And some of it does sound insane. You know what I mean? Like,
so, like, I think with the workforce, it's already saying how it's going to disrupt the workforce, but we're going to put AI and robots in a bunch of different things.
And not to cut you off,
AI, did you just hear what Burger King did?
And like you can tell me this story, and then we're gonna have to cut out for today. Yeah.
So Burger King, they just introduced a chat bot for the headsets called Patty, where in the fucking headsets of the workers, it's kind of gonna be like a coach that's gonna fucking basically micromanage them.
But that could be good because, bro, that could be good for an AI coach to coach people at fast food restaurants because you know how they fuck everything up there. So.
Right, be like, hey, you forgot the patty. You gotta go over there and do that.
What?
So it's gonna be like a Siri in a fucking headset.
No, I'm coming right now. Babe.
Let him go. He's no longer on.
No, she has my cart. She has my new THT cart. She's running away with it.
You're like, I need that. I gotta go.
I'm coming, babe. Well, I'm signing off right now, babe. She's dangling it. Like, hurry up. Listen, Aaron knows about this because Aaron is just like smokes blunts 24 hours a day. In his sleep, he smokes blunts.
I do. That's how.
All right, but yeah. On that note, sir, I gotta go to BJ's and it's snowing to beat the bend out there. So the show will take. Oh, but this is kind of good too because it's under 90 minutes. I can put it on Spotify and Apple. You know how I said I want every once in a while I want to do that. So that actually works out. And I appreciate you, man. You're the only one who's fucking always there. You're always there for the show. So.
I already know, bro.
Good looks, brother.
Peace.
All right. Peace out, brother.